Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Miss Annie, your English language teacher, and I'm sure that you all are fine and must be missing school. We all are missing it too. As you are going to appear for the board examination for the very first time in class 9, so firstly I would like to tell you the paper pattern of Aga Khan board. All right, you are going to have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 will be of 30 marks and paper 2 will be of 45 marks. Altogether it will be of 75 marks. All right. Paper 1 is comprising of MCQs, multiple choice questions, and paper 2 will be comprising of CRQs and ERQs. Alright, so today we are going to discuss question number 3 of paper 2, that is narrative writing and descriptive writing. Like you are going to get an ERQ about narrative writing that will be a mixture of narration plus description. Alright, so let's have a PowerPoint presentation for this.
Okay, as I told you that we are going to discuss, descriptive essays. Fine. Now you see number 1 slide. What exactly is a descriptive essay? You must have been, writing about descriptive essays. It's not new for you. Fine. You see, by the passage of time, you improve because language improvement comes with time. Fine. So it's just you can recall what descriptive essay is. Fine. An A descriptive essay is simply an essay that describes something or someone by appealing to the reader's senses, sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Fine. Now you see, let me elaborate number 1 slide more. Let's suppose if I ask you, to describe your personal room, or you see the ablution area in our school, which is in our school. So you have to describe in such a way which is really appealing to the reader's senses. You see, when the readers read, he or she can imagine. You have to paint the picture in their mind with your words. Steps to write an effective descriptive essay. Select a subject. Observation is the key to writing a good description. For example, if you are writing about a place, go there and take notes on the sights, sounds, and smells. A descriptive essay paints a picture for the reader using descriptive devices and the senses. Okay? So you see, you have to write in such a way that you are painting a picture in somebody's mind. Create a thesis statement. A thesis statement is simply a sentence that tells the reader what you are going to be talking about throughout the entire essay. Your thesis statement should never begin with phrase like I am going to be talking about. This is really a vague style, which is mostly used by the students. They start writing about directly about the topic, like I'm going to talk about this and that, simply. Okay, since this is a descriptive essay, create a thesis that informs the reader of who or what you will be describing. For example, my bedroom is an ocean sanctuary. Next example, my family vacation to Disney World was a magical week of fun, laughter, and sun-filled happiness. So you see, you can differentiate between these two examples, which is more elaborative. You see, okay. Select dominant details. Make sure you are only writing about things that specifically support your thesis. For example, if your thesis statement is talking about your sun-filled trip to the beach, don't bore the reader with meaningless details about your swimsuit. You should be describing the beach itself and perhaps some of the events that took place there. For example, building a sand castle, boogie boarding, and parasailing, etc. Use descriptive words. Do not use vague words. You see, vague matlab unclear words or generalities such as good, nice, bad, or even beautiful. Think about it, which sounds better. I ate a dinner. You see, these are two examples. You have to tell me which one sounds better. I ate a good dinner, or I devoured a steaming hot cheese-filled pepperoni pizza for dinner. Now you see the difference. Number two, this is more elaborative, which and it has used some good adjectives. So you have to use such details to give the description. Provide sensory detail. Smells that are in the air. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Sounds, traffic, honking horns, waves crashing, sights. The sun scattered tiny diamonds across dew covered grass as it peeked out from beyond the horizon. Touch, the texture of the adobe hut's wall resembled coarse sandpaper. Taste, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, tart. Giant goosebumps formed on my tongue when I accidentally bit into a sliver of lemon. Fine? So you see, you have to provide such details in your descriptive essay. Fine. Draw a logical conclusion. The conclusion may also use descriptive words. However, make certain the conclusion is logical and relevant. I'll share some examples so you see it will be more clarified to you how you have to give the description. Now let's practice. On a blank sheet of paper, look at the following images. Fine. Write down things you might hear, see, taste, smell, or feel, touch if you were in these pictures. Fine. After you have compiled a brief list of sensory details, write a descriptive sentence about each picture. Fine. I am going to show you some pictures. Fine. You have to see them. Fine. You have to observe them. Fine. And you have to write down things like what you can hear, see, taste, smell, or touch over there. Fine. I'm not going to share that. I will share the picture. You can see the picture and you can keep the picture in your mind. After the lecture, you can do this task and submit to me in Google Classroom. This is the first picture. Fine. You all can see the picture and you have to imagine that place, like what you can see, smell, touch over there. Fine. This is picture number 1. All right. Number 2. This is picture number 2. Fine. All right. Now next, this is picture number 3. Okay. Picture 4. Like if you haven't seen such kind of places, you can just relate to such places, such kind of places. You see, it's kind of a crowded area. You see, you must have imagined what kind of area is this. Fine. How you have to relate this picture. You have to I am showing you some pictures, couple of pictures. You have to select any 3 picture. Fine. And you have to give me details about that. All right. You see, I have shown you this picture, this, this, and this. Totally I have shown you 5 pictures and you have to choose any 3 and give me details about them. Now you see, narrative. You see, usually in your examination, narrative essays are there. Fine. In your narrative essay, you have to add descriptive details. Fine. Now, a narrative essay is a story written about a personal experience. Writing a narrative essay provides an opportunity to get to know and understand yourself better. Narrative provides human interest, spark our curiosity, and draw us close to the storyteller. And in addition, narratives can create a sense of shared history, provide entertainment, provide insight. Traits of narrative essay. Usually written in the first person. Fine. Usually rely on concrete sensory details to convey their point. Usually include these story conventions: plot, setting, characters, climax, and ending. Always make a point. You don't tell a story just for the sake of telling. Your story must make a point. Fine. Show, don't tell. What does show, don't tell mean? Good writing tends to draw an image in the reader's mind. Instead of just telling the reader what to think or believe, you have to paint the picture. Let's suppose if we take the example of Young World. The stories are written in such a way that we can imagine that world. So you all have to write in such a way. Here's a sentence. Mr. Bobby was a fat, ungrateful old man. That gets the information across, but it is boring. A sentence that shows Mr. Bobby heaved himself out of the chair as his feet spread under his apple like frame and his arthritic knees popped and cracked in objection. He pounded the floor with his cane while cursing that dreadful girl who was late again with his coffee. Fine. The writer didn't tell Mr. Bobby was fat. He showed it by saying his apple like frame. Okay? How can you show your ideas? Like you can use metaphors and similes. She landed under the window like a falling leaf. Use quoted language. Bits of conversation can enliven your writing. Know when to quit. If you think your readers would like a little more, write little more about it and then delete. If you think that it is unnecessary, then you can just delete that. Alright. So today we have discussed, descriptive essay. Fine. Mainly descriptive essay. I have given you a crunch of narrative essay as well, but you see, I am going to discuss narrative essay in detail. I have discussed narrative essay today as well because you see, narration and description are written together mostly. Fine. But if the question is mainly about description, so you have to write only descriptive details. Fine. If the question says, if the question demands for a narrative essay, so you have to write in a narrative style, but you can use descriptive details as well. Fine. If the question is purely descriptive, then you don't have to write any kind of narration in that. In your narrative writing, you can add descriptive details. All right. I hope it's clear. So in GCR, in Google Classroom, you will have to give me details about 3 selected pictures by you. All right.
I hope narrative writing and descriptive writing is very much clear to you. If you have any confusion, any query, you may ask in Google Classroom and in online classes, which we will have in the month of August. Fine. So thank you so much.